Just waiting to go live. I think we're ready. Hope everybody's having a wonderful morning as we're all coming in today. Thank you for joining us. JQ Edge Live. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am thrilled to have you join us for the JQ Edge, where today we are going to talk about how you are getting the edge. So what is the JQ Edge Live? This is a morning check-in. Basically, it's your roadmap to how you are doing and how to stay on course during the day. So hopefully, when things do go awry, you can quickly do something very efficiently to get yourself back in the space of walking your talk. So this whole show, or having the JQ Edge, is about stepping into what we call your joy intelligence. And we're going to do that through 3 sections each and every day on this daily check-in. So they are purpose, execution, and proof. And the reason why is because when you are setting yourself up in your purpose every single day and you're reminded what that is, like why did you even show up to this call today, or why did you even wake up this morning, and what matters, right? I think so many times we push through the day and we try to get to the other side, and often we slow ourselves down because all we do is the busy work, and we work and work and work toward accomplishment. Second is execution. What does this mean exactly? It's basically allowing us to be present, right? It answers, can I stay in my passion? Can I stay focused? Can I live in joy intelligence? Because that is where that I can't avoid what's coming at me, right? So when I'm executing things and I'm checking boxes off, sometimes they're easy. Sometimes there's other things that are more complicated or need a lot of problem solving or need more people or more investment of time or planning, and, move to tomorrow's to-do list, whatever it is. But the execution part of our day matters. Yes. We've been talking in this process that when we put our head on the pillow and do our last chair of joy at the end of the night, we want to say, you know what? I did all those things. Not only did I accomplish things, but I felt really good about what it is that I did. So again, it's not about accomplishing, even if you did just one thing, one simple thing, you found one brick, one nugget, one item to lay in the path, getting us to the next step. That's all that matters. So that's what the execution part is about. And then proof. So proof is you start to see the results. Proof is somebody returned your phone call. Proof is I'm standing in the joy intelligence map where I can start to trust the fact that what I am putting out into the universe is coming back. And that shows up in alignment when you see things like actually show themselves. So you might recognize a small, tiny, outcome from maybe feeling a little more resilient or a little more confident, or maybe you closed a sale, maybe your children, got in alignment with your behavior instead of watching from the outside and reacting and responding to you based on how it is that you present yourself, if it's not in the place that you love so much. So how does this all work together? Purpose, execution, and proof. So purpose is the place where we can calm ourselves and knowing who we are and what we're about. That's safety. Execution engages the system. So that's presence, when we're able to pay attention to what's going around us all day, staying in our lane, staying in our path, staying committed, staying focused, being in integrity. And proof is really joy, right? So safety, presence, and joy. At the end of the day, when we feel like we've done those first 2 things, joy sort of begins to show itself. So it's not like be joyful or be happy, but it's that underlying consistent conversation that we have with ourselves, that I'm doing what I want to do in my days, in my life, in my moments, and it really matters. So a couple of things before we give you the nuts and bolts of today's momentum, which is the chair of joy that I'm going to do with you to get us kicked off today. So when you are in your passion, let me just ask you this, okay? So this is your roadmap. So I want you to think to yourself right now, all of you, as you're listening, is your passion, your purpose is going to get you to understand your emotions better. So the big thing about what we do at JOYELY is pay attention to emotions. And the purpose for that is to not let our emotions run our day. Our emotions are in the back seat, like our children sometimes are. Do you remember driving your children around, or still do? Our children are always there. They're always present. They're always in our life. We're always aware. But it doesn't mean that they make decisions for us. It doesn't mean that well, sometimes they do, but they don't necessarily rule the road, right? Like at the end of the day, we're the boss, we're the leaders. We make the final decision, and we step into our our passion when we know that our emotions are part of our day, and they're not set aside. They're not important. So that's what the purpose is today. So if nothing else today, I would love for you to think about what that is for you today. So just take a minute. What is the purpose for you waking up today? It's St. Patrick's Day, by the way. So I've decided to wear white. I don't think I have any green. So just wondering, what is your plan today? Do you have something set up in front of you that allows you to celebrate the Irish? Is there a favorite movie that you get to watch because it's St. Patrick's Day? Is there an office luncheon that you get to be part of? Is there someone who you can call that is Irish, or maybe just your green emulates? But your purpose, whatever that is, shows up in the phone calls you make, how you set yourself up, how you act, how you embrace the things that are going on in the world, and how we attract more people to us. So my ask for you today is, while you're thinking about that in your emotional presence, is to not let this concept of overwhelm and stress and chaos and all the things that are going on take over the fact that you have an incredible purpose, something that you're setting up. If it's only just for today to do one thing, that's pretty incredible. So I'd like to end with just a random chair of joy. So if you don't already know, chair of joy is 4 steps: sit, breathe, think, feel. So I don't think of necessarily a chair of joy to be a reset, because sometimes that feels like going backwards. Even a pause, like a pause. I can't even think of my entire life when I stopped to take a pause. But what I love about the chair of joy is it gives us a universal language, all of us, to do something while we're maybe in the midst of chaos and crazy, or even when we're in the midst of expansion and excitement and happy and driving and moving forward and checking boxes. All of those times are a time to just take a moment to say, you know what, I'm in my purpose, and I'm feeling all the things that go with it. So I'm going to ask you to sit in a chair of joy. So a chair is somewhere that feels like home. So where is your chair of joy? Somewhere that feels like home. Some people say it's on a boardwalk, or on a vacation, or in a kayak, or on a boat, on a vacation, in a chair on the beach. Some people say the moon, or a hammock, or a chair in the garden. So I want you to identify where your chair of joy is. Some people use the same chair of joy every day, which is perfectly fine. And some people change it up. People like change. But this is exciting. So here we go. We're going to build the foundation of today. We're going to move forward. We're not necessarily going to reset. We're going to move forward. We're going to build another brick today. That's our roadmap, building another brick each and every day. So step one, I want you to, if you want to, close your eyes if you're not driving. And I'll just guide you into this little prompt as we go through our day, March 17th. All day today. So step one is, imagine yourself sitting in your chair of joy. There you are, fully rested. Let your shoulders drop in your chair. Just sit back and relax. Step two, I want you to take a deep breath in And breathe in any to-dos coming at you, all the things that you have to get done, all the boxes you have to check, and all the things that maybe are important and maybe not. And just exhale fully. Just let all the energy just roll out. By the way, the longer you keep your breath at the top, the more of that energy, those cells, that DNA, that serotonin can move up through your body, and then exhale to make more space in your body for new perspective, new ideas. So one more deep breath in. Hold it. This time I want you to just think about gathering up all the energy today for your passion, your purpose. What is the thing that you get to do today that keeps you in integrity, keeps you on track, keeps you in alignment with what you want to accomplish today? And I hope, and then exhale. Sorry, sometimes I ask people to hold their breath way too long. All right, step 3 is to think about this idea of what your roadmap looks like today. So see yourself going through St. Patrick's Day. Who are the people that you're going to encounter? Who gets to be in your your space, in your radiance, in your ambiance? And just think about, do you want to radiate scarcity or fear or desperation, or do you want to radiate decision-making abilities, clarity, purpose? Saying your mission statement clearly out loud over and over and over again. So think about what that looks like for you today as you go through the day. And then finally, feel that in your body. How you feel this joy, or this new level of conversation that we're having right now, is to wiggle your toes in your beautiful chair of joy. Let that energy go up to your knees, up to your chest, all the way up to your shoulders. Roll your neck all the way around. See if you can sometimes move that energy up through your whole body, and roll your neck one more time. Sometimes I like to rub my hands together to keep it going. And you can come back whenever you're ready. The idea is no matter what's happening throughout your day, you can do that simple rebuild or build, sit, breathe, think, feel. Sit in your chair of joy, which is anchored now. You now know where it is and when it is when you get in a crazy situation. So I hope you enjoyed today's roadmap. The concepts are pretty scientific and in-depth. You can learn more about what we're doing here at joyely.com. We're thrilled to know that you are going to be checking in with us at the JQ Live every morning, Monday through Friday at 7:45 a.m. Pacific time. See you soon.